Yo, we back with another one, another one, man. This is what we all think of podcast stories behind the craft, hot take edition, man. So this ain't no video, this ain't no nothing. I just had this on my chest all day, and I wanted to come vent to the camera and to the mic, cause it's been on my mind for years. Like I've been thinking about a couple things about life and how's life been going as far as ever since I've been out of high school I've been working. This is about 9 to 5s. So I just felt like, are we really like meant to work for real? Like I work at Universal, as you could tell, I talk about it here and there. And I don't see people happy like at any job I go to, even my other job. Like I don't see people happy. I don't see people genuinely focused on what they want to do, or seeing where they could take themselves. I think people just get stuck in working, and that's all they want to do, or not focusing on another thing. Like I'm not saying working is a bad thing. It's never a bad thing, because you want to get cheese, but it's like the hours you got to put in, the time you got to put in, like working. It's like is it really worth it to just get a plaque, a small reward, and then the next day they could probably just fire you? It's just like it's not making sense for me. And it's like, at the end of the day, I understand we need money to survive, and we got to pay bills and things of that nature. But what other way can we go about it, as far as changing our ways and doing what we need to do and trying to make things happen? Because I'll just be sitting back thinking about what can we do to, or I'll be thinking for myself. I'm gonna speak for myself, because I work, and I work 2 jobs, and I do this on the side, and I do SOB as well. And it's kind of hard to juggle all those things, and trying to figure out where I want to go and how I want to do things, and keeping up with my health. Because everybody say health is wealth, but how can you, when you working 8 to 10 hours a day, maybe even 12, how can you go to the gym? How could you start reading? How could you kind of get those things going? It just be tough, because it's like you wanna go on those trips. And I think, I love Instagram, and Instagram is a helpful tool for me, especially me being a content creator and a podcaster. It's a very helpful tool, but it also could be a detriment, because you can see people traveling and doing their thing with their friends, and you out here working your butt off and doing the things you need to do, and it's just not hitting. And I be trying to figure out, what can I do, like, to separate myself from the work and doing, because you need a car, you need to pay rent. Especially, I live in Orlando, Florida. If you don't live here, everything is kind of expensive. And it's just like, my question is, how could you take care of yourself, or how could you make your side hustle something that could be very lucrative? And it's something that's been like messing with me all day. Like, how can I juggle all this stuff? What can I do to get all this stuff going? Where is it gonna take? And I hear a lot of people say they sacrifice, but was they really sacrificing for real? Like sacrificing sleep, sacrificing time, sacrificing all these things to get where they need to be. Was they really doing that, or were they just saying it because it sound good? I think that for me, and what I'm trying to do, and trying to build my platform to where it need to be, is it's a struggle every day. It's something a lot of people don't talk about. And one of my biggest fears is being homeless, or not having no place to lay my head. And that's why I think I go hard every day as far as trying to get everything going. And it be things I be seeing on the internet. People saying it's easy to get where you want to go. You just got to do this, and you do it, and it doesn't hit the same. It's like, how much longer, how much time do I have to do to get where I need to be? And it's like, where's the next thing? And it's like, it just goes back to, is it really worth it, dealing with the disrespect, the the disrespect, the hours they put on you, standing on your feet for 8 hours, you sitting there taking direction from people. It's like, do I really want to do that for the rest of my life? And I always ask people, like, bro, like, what made you stay at this job for so long? What made you deal with this for so long? And people say, I gotta feed my kids, I gotta pay my rent. But what other things can you do to evolve that? What other talents do you have? Like, I think me kind of realizing that I had a talent of speaking and interacting with people, using that to my advantage on this camera and sitting here interviewing my peoples, is like, I realized I had that talent, so I'm trying to push it, and I'm trying to sell my brand and what I do. It's like I don't think people try to focus on skills because I know a lot of people ain't working two jobs, and nowadays I did the math and it's like you got to make at least $50 an hour to survive in Orlando. And that's not a easy number to reach, because jobs ain't paying, and I think just like a lot of people say, the richer stay rich and the poor stay poor. But how can we? My question, this is just me interacting and trying to figure out things, and y'all comment and let me know what y'all think. Is like, what can I do, or what can people do around the world, or in Orlando per se, to get to the next level, or trying to reach that level, trying to make money, to sacrifice? Because I know, especially you watching this video, I know you don't wanna work for the rest of your life. And I know people have to work, and there's some people that's meant to work. Don't get it twisted. I know we need people to work because if everybody's a millionaire or everybody has their own business, we ain't gonna have nobody to clean our rooms when we go to hotels, or serve us our foods when we go to restaurants, or take care of us when we go to the hospital. I know we need those people, but it's like I'd rather see people happy. I feel like when I go to a restaurant or when I go to a drive-through, people be rude, or they be stressed out because they ain't got no money, and it's like I feel it, but it's also like, come on, bro, like really, like have a little more manners to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to come in and see, because it's been on my chest, it's been on my mind a lot. What can I do, or what can people do to get out of that 9 to 5? And or to be in a better position, or go chase a career. I think a lot of things people are afraid to do is go back to school and chase that career, or do your research. Because I feel like school is a scam. If you could just, because I learned a lot of stuff just by YouTubing it, or learning from my peers, or watching interviews, or watching podcasts to get me. I think if people just find a niche and see what they want to do and try to go from there, I think a lot of people will be more successful, and we'll be able to piggyback off each other and do what we need to do. So, man, thank y'all for watching this video, though, and thank y'all for the people who been tuning in every time I drop, and just watching the videos, giving a feedback, even if it's hate comments. Thank y'all, because you took the time out to type it in and write it. But yeah, it was just a food for thought. Like, what can we do to get out of that 9 to 5 mindset? Especially like, there's been times where I know I don't want to go to work, but it's like I gotta get up and go get it. What can I do to not feel that growing pain of like, if I miss this day, I know I'm gonna be all right. Because a lot of people like, if I miss too many days of work, I ain't gonna have no money. I think we gotta find ways to find a backbone, and bet on yourself, count on yourself. Because I took a lot of risks, and some of them burnt me, and I took a lot of risks, and it was a reward at the end. But my overall stigma with this, and my overall saying how I want to put it, drop in the comments what you think people should do to get out of that 9 to 5 mindset. But this is Nathan Lindor, What We're All Thinking Podcast, Stories Behind the Craft, Hot Topics. We out. Peace.
Hey, what's that?